Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to my latest video. Today we are going to be talking and working on the awesome Maverick Quantum 2, and it is awesome. Take it home. What we're going to be fitting, we're going to be fitting these front universal drive shaft sets, which are spring steel. You can tell that they're spring steel because they're brown rather than black. The steel ones on this are a little bit on the weak side. I broke one first run, so these are a must-have upgrade. I think they work out just shy of 30 quid, and you obviously get two. But yeah, boys, easy enough thing to do. Just strip one side off, wheel off, and we'll go through it and we'll get it done. Take the hex off. Watch you don't lose this little pin, little drive pin. Watch you don't lose that, so keep that safe. And all we're going to do is we're going to undo the top, and hopefully we can manhandle it to get it out. And there we go, drive shaft comes out. A bit of gentle persuasion, and there we go, boys. The steel drive shaft is out. So just getting it back in. Best to get it into the hub first, and then get it round, get it into your diff cup. Turn it sideways so it doesn't fall out. Get your hex on and reinstall your wheel. And there you go, boys. 10-minute job, and it's very much improved this vehicle. I'd say that was the only Achilles heel so far with this car is the drive shafts, but now we've got the spring steel ones on there. Should be a lot more durable.
3 weeks later.
And here we go, boys. A few days later, well, a few weeks later actually, we have got this steel spare gear. I've had this in the parts bin for quite a while, but I've never got round to fitting it. Now this truck seems to be getting quite a lot of hate. People either love it or hate it. I haven't had a single problem with it, and as you've seen, people who've seen the previous video, this is an awesome car. It's really quick, it's cheap, it seems durable. I know Kev Talbot's just got the earlier version of this that's got a slightly different body, and I know he's broken, but you know what Kev Talbot's like with cars. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this truck, so I'm going to fit this steel spare gear to it. Shouldn't be too much of a job. I think the back end, the back gearbox basically comes off, and it opens up the spare gear. But we'll get it, start taking some screws out and see what happens. There we go, guys, we've got the back end off. It pretty much just falls off, but this spare gear, I'm not sure if we have to take the gearbox apart to get it off, but we're going to change this in situ. So we've undone the grub screw that holds the center drive shaft off. So I think that'll just be a case of pulling that off, and then we can get at the nut. So this should just pop off, hopefully. Get a flatheaded screwdriver in there. Yeah, that just pops off. So easy enough. There we go, boys. we can get at that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the gap on the shaft just so we can get it at the same distance when we put the new spare gear on. Here we go, boys. We can start undoing that now. And there we go, boys. It's easy as that. So there's the new spare gear, solid metal. That feels like a pretty substantial piece of kit. It's nice. It's got these little holes in it as well, just to help with cooling. But yeah, it's a little bit wider than the original one as well. So yeah, a lot more substantial. Steel gears is where you want to be if you're going to jump it. So we're just going to swap the slipper pad over and get it put back together. Make sure your slipper pad is in the correct place before you put the spare gear back in. Just making sure it's situated in the hexes on both sides. Make sure you get that distance correct. It's really important. You don't want to be burning out your slipper clutch. Best to have it too tight rather than too loose. And there you go, boys. That's near as damn it. Get the same distance and it should be sweet. Now it's just a case of getting that back end back on. There you go, guys. That was surprisingly easy to work on. I don't think this truck is the most durable. It's not like armour bashing levels, but I think the closest thing to compare it to is like a Rustler. And considering, I think the wheelbase is a bit different on a Rustler, but considering this is like £250 and a Rustler is like how much? A Rustler is like 400. I'd rather have one of these, to be honest with you. I mean, easy to work on. The price difference as well, parts are really cheap. So why people are hating on this truck, I really do not know. So the only thing left to do is just check our gear mesh. So I think it's just a case of there's a cover at the back. I think we have to take this bar out the way, and then we can get the just check the gear mesh just to make sure it's all right. Yeah, boys, that's perfect. Slightest little bit of play in there is what you want. Yeah, boys, lovely jubbly. And there you go, guys. Hopefully this takes it up to the next level. I'll be honest with you, I've been on the fence about selling this car. I like to recycle and bring new cars into the channel to keep it fresh. And this was on my list, and I looked down what you sell for on eBay. But every time I get it out or watch a running video of it, I just remember it being really quick and a hell of a lot of fun. So now we've got them upgrades on it. This should be pretty awesome. So the only thing left to do is take it out and see what it's about. Let's do this.